Greetings, I'm Tim of Govberg, and I'll be your guide to the proper usage and care of the IWC Pilot's Watch Chronograph, reference 3777-09. This automatic winding timepiece can, nevertheless, be manually wound should it run down. Simply screw the crown out in a counterclockwise motion from its secure position against the case, and then wind a minimum of 20 times in a clockwise direction until you see the constant seconds hand at 9 o'clock begin to advance. At this point, the watch can be placed on the wrist, and the natural course of action on the wrist will allow the automatic rotor to wind the timepiece. However, should you wish to wind the watch to its capacity of 44 hours power reserve, simply continue winding the watch in a clockwise direction. Because of the bridle style mainspring, you cannot overwind this automatic winding timepiece. Simply wind until you're satisfied. At this point, two special functions allow precise time setting. The first is the hacking seconds function. Hacking, or stop seconds, allows you to pull the crown to extremity. At this point, the balance stops, and you'll note that the constant seconds indicator, the hand in red at 9 o'clock, has been arrested. Stop it at the index at 60, and now you can precisely synchronize to a known accurate reference time, such as an atomic or radial clock. The watch also features a quick set function for the date. In the second setting position, the date can be cycled and the day can be advanced by turning the crown in opposite directions. It's important to note that the quick set functions for the day and the date must never be engaged between the hours of 9 p.m. and 3 a.m., as this is the period during which the automatic jumping mechanism for the day-date display is engaged. Attempting to use the quick set during this period can result in severe damage to the movement. This timepiece is a chronograph with registers for hours, minutes, and seconds. Always start the chronograph in precisely this order. Start and stop with the chronograph pusher at 2 o'clock. Reset with the chronograph pusher at 4. While it is permissible to start, stop, and resume the chronograph with successive pushes of the pusher at 2 o'clock, it's important that the watch always be stopped when the reset trigger at 4 o'clock is actuated. Failing to respect this sequence can damage the movement. With respect to water, there are several important notes. First, the leather strap on this watch, being a porous natural material, should not be exposed to water or moisture of any kind. The watch should be on a bracelet or a textile strap before submergence. Second, it's important to note that this watch, which is rated to 6 ATM water resistance, is sufficient for swimming and snorkeling. However, the crown must be firmly screwed into its secure position against the case before the watch is exposed to moisture. Moreover, it's important to note that the crown should never be used as an actuator of functions, nor for winding. Moreover, the chronograph pushers should not be actuated when they are submerged or have water on them, as all of these actions can bypass the case seals, introduce water to the interior of the movement, and cause severe damage. It's also important to note that IWC reminds owners that water resistance is not a static feature of a watch. It diminishes over time as seals age and lubricants dry. Therefore, IWC recommends that at least once a year, the watch should be water tested at an authorized factory store or independent authorized retailer to ensure that its factory-rated hermeticity of 6 ATM or 60 meters remains intact. It's also important to note that the watch should be protected from extreme magnetic fields. Although this aviation-style timepiece does feature a soft iron inner case to provide the watch with more robust resistance to magnetic flux, nevertheless, it's important to avoid extremely high-powered speakers, subwoofers, refrigerator doors, or professional magnetic resonance imaging equipment. These can magnetize the metallic hairspring of the watch. Should you suspect your watch has become magnetized, it's important to take the timepiece to an authorized service center that has specialized equipment to demagnetize the watch. Finally, it's also important to remember that a mechanical watch must be serviced professionally. Every 2 to 5 years, IWC recommends having your timepiece serviced with an authorized retailer which have exclusive domain of trained personnel, specialized equipment, and original factory replacement parts. These are critical to maintaining the performance and investment integrity of your timepiece. Moreover, only IWC authorized service centers are allowed to Endow the watch post-service with a factory-backed warranty on parts and service performed. You can learn more about this IWC Pilot's Watch chronograph and the entire IWC model line on our website, govbergwatches.com.